Thank you, Mike. Stand by one. Zoom. Zoom, and you're up.
One four-state family is trying to give a voice to those who lose someone in a drunk driving accident. Good evening, I'm Lisa Oligas. Efforts to start a new mad chapter top our first 7 minutes.
And cure.
McDonald County is seeing a growing number of alcohol-related crashes, and a personal tragedy put one woman into action.
Take it.
Barbie Cook lost her husband Vernon when he was killed by a drunk driver last February. Now she wants other victims' families to know they are not alone in the fight against drunk driving. She's starting a mad chapter in the area, and she says it's something the county has needed for a long time. Cook says McDonald County has had reoccurring problems with drunk drivers because of the dry county surrounding its area. She hopes by starting this new chapter, it will raise awareness of the continuing problem and help those who lost a loved one.
Take the bite.
That's what I want to give to people. I mean, I can't change anything for myself.
Clear. 21 seconds, not by yourself.
But I can sure change
Stand by two.
Somebody else having the same thing happen and nobody show up to help them or to assist them or to even listen. It's been great therapy to be able to talk to other people and to know that you're not by yourself.
And cure.
Cook says she's already collected 40 signatures to start a chapter, and only 15 signatures are required to start one. A second accident in the same spot near Chanute is getting a bus driver suspended. 12 people were injured Thursday night when a Jefferson Lines bus ran off Kansas State Highway 47 in Neosho County. An earlier accident near the site involved the same driver. 66-year-old Bobby Boydston of Edmond, Oklahoma, claims another vehicle was in his lane when he ran off the road into a ditch. The same explanation for a similar accident July 1st that injured 4 other people. Sheriff Jim Keith says witnesses and passengers dispute the driver's explanations. A new court ruling could prevent the prosecution of old rape cases, even though they've been solved now with DNA. The Oklahoma Court of Appeals ruled a law that removed the statute of limitations for certain sexual assaults when DNA is available is unconstitutional based on a recent Supreme Court ruling. A Tulsa forensic scientist says she has 7 cases they will likely know who did it, but won't be able to do anything about.
And cue 'em.
A steamy hot day outside. James Jasinski joins us with a first look at the summary weather.
That's right. We made it up to 99 degrees here in Joplin. We'll drop down 90 degrees by 8 o'clock tonight, 84 by 10 o'clock hour, and still awfully warm, 79 degrees by the midnight hour. I'll tell you how hot we're going to get tomorrow and tell you about what the next 7 days look like coming up in a little bit.
Thanks, James.
And cure.
Local cyclists grinned and bared it in the heat, and they are thanking a fallen hero for their freedom to ride. Staff Sergeant Phil Zvitek was killed last March while serving in Afghanistan. And this morning, more than 125 cyclists gathered to honor him at the 2nd annual Phil Zvitek Memorial Bike Ride. Riders chose from 3 courses, the shortest at 10 miles, the longest a challenging 62.5 miles. Zvitek was an avid cyclist. After his death, the bike ride was created to honor his sacrifice and to share his love for cycling.
Take the bite.
Well, the cause is awesome. You know, anytime you can get a group of people together to unite for any cause is awesome. It's great for the community. It's great for cycling in Joplin.
Stand by one.
It's great for the people. And it's great for everybody that gets involved.
Still down, limp. Cure.
Proceeds from the ride will benefit Zvitek's 2 sons. We'll hear from his father tonight at 10.
And cure.
Thailand's prime minister says an al-Qaeda suspect captured Monday was planning terror attacks, possibly even against an economic meeting President Bush plans to attend in Bangkok. The man known as Hambali, Osama bin Laden's point man, was using Thailand as a base for committing acts of terror. Authorities say he was trying to recruit pilots for another 9/11 type attack. He's believed to have planned the October Bali nightclub blast.
And cure.
Investigators have thousands of pages of data to digest as they seek to determine what caused Thursday's extensive blackout. As correspondent Scott Rappaport tells us, it remains somewhat of a mystery.
Take it.
With most of the Northeast now plugged back in, power officials are probing the blackout trail. Energy experts believe 3 failed transmission lines in Ohio triggered the massive power loss.
We've got to quickly get to the bottom
I'm aware of that.
the question of what happened, how it spread, and what we need to do to make sure it doesn't happen again.
All across the Northeast and into Canada, conveniences are coming back. New York subway system is on track after a 31-hour shutdown.
Next one, John.
I couldn't get to work yesterday, so now I'm back to work, so that's all
Clear.
that matters.
All right.
Airports are still in disarray as computers try to catch up. Flights are running, but there are still plenty of delays, further testing passenger patience.
I'm just tired. tired of waiting, tired of everything, and I just want to go home.
Experts are still working to understand why the power hit wasn't brought under control before it rippled into the Northeast and Midwest and into Canada. And in some places, it's not over yet. While hard-hit Detroit has most of its power back, many Cleveland neighborhoods are still in the dark. Because of possible contamination, Ohio residents are forced to boil their water and get rid of their food before it spoils.
It's too much money to lose. It's just too much money to lose.
All right, 10
In the
seconds. Stand by
meantime,
one to
Canada
bump.
and the United States have formed a joint task force to figure out what went wrong and how to prevent it from happening again. Scott
NG.
Rappaport, CBS News, New York.
And Kira, music.
That's news and weather in our
Roll
first
G.
7 minutes. Just
Take it.
ahead, veterans
Step up
go
and go.
mobile to make a statement of support for a Texas Veterans Hospital.
Roll it and take it.
Live from KOAM TV,
Yeah, Medweek is dead, yes.
all right. Lisa
Wait a minute.
Olliges,
Medweek
James
is
Hudzinski
Health Watch,
with Skywatch 7 Weather, and Michael Hayslip
Pack
with
is dead.
sports.
Can you tell her how long the break's going to be?
How long is this break here, dude?
Because there are dogs. Sign up your team or for sponsorship
10
opportunities,
seconds.
call
Stand
the
by.
farm
Camera
today.
2.
620-231-1069. Now
Short.
get out those clubs and start swinging.
And Kira.
Oklahoma State workers, including teachers and local government employees,
Clear.
will all see their health insurance rates go up January 1st. The new rates will apply to insurance for 129,000 active and retired state employees. Premiums will increase about 9% for employees and 14% for their spouses. Rates for dependent children will range from an 11% increase on one child to 14% for
Stand by
2
G
or
video.
more. The proposed closing of the Waco VA hospital has war veterans mounting a
Roll G.
moving protest.
Take it.
The Let's Roll Thunder rolling to Crawford want to send a message
Clear.
to
Okay, we're
President
going to turn the one to bump.
George Bush, who's spending a month at his ranch. The vets on motorcycles had trekked 26 miles from Waco to Crawford to demonstrate against the closure of the Waco VA hospital, one of 7 recommended for closure. VA officials say they could save money by closing unneeded and old buildings and relocating services to Central Texas, but critics point out after some
Stand by
$80
one.
million in renovations, it
And
makes
music.
no sense to relocate Waco's facilities.
And Kira, music.
Well, coming up next in sports, it's time to take a look at
What?
let's see
Weather,
we got
isn't it?
coming up. Oh, and weather is next. James tells us how hot the summery weather will get. Stay tuned.
To understand the Shaw Brothers, you either have to be one or be married to one.
Word of excellence. Now, James
Shit.
Hudzinski with
Stand by
Skywatch
two.
7
Two.
featuring
Two.
Upper 7,000.
And you're up.
Good evening, everyone. We had another hot day in store today as
Christ.
temperatures reached upper
Damn it.
90s
Fucking
and in some
foot clock.
locations even the 100-degree mark. Still outside Skycam right now. You
I need-
check out Joplin right
God
now.
damn it.
Mostly sunny skies in Joplin, and
what's
that
the
will be the
sponsor?
same way tomorrow as we had tomorrow. The temperatures
Sam.
are going to get even warmer than today.
Hold on,
But right
hold on.
now, the skies are mostly clear and the roadways are dry.
Step off, step off,
Let's take a
step
look at,
off, step
St.
off.
John's Skynet
Tell 'em to
7.
step Tell 'em to off.
Get off.
Tell
Jason,
us St.
tell 'em
John's
to back
Skynet
up.
7.
Back
Back
up.
off. Back
Would
out of the
somebody
camera
show-
shot. Back out of the
Current
camera
temperatures
shot.
right now across the
Fuck
4
it.
states.
God
We
damn
have
it.
92 in Oklahoma City, 97 in Wichita, 97 in Joplin, and 98
know what the
degrees
hell's
in
going on
Kansas
here?
City. So we got a radar picture. Take a look down here to the southern part of Texas. Tropical storm Erica made its landfall earlier this morning, about 45 miles south of Brownsville. It's now been downgraded to Tropical Depression Erica, and they had lots of rain down in the southern part of Mexico and also the southern part of Texas. And here in the Midwest, back in our area, we have most
Somebody
of
killed their headsets. I don't know who's got them on.
upper 90s. Now what's going to happen tomorrow? Basically a carbon copy of today. Temperatures going to be in the upper 90s and even in some location the lower 100s. Your forecast for tonight, we're going down to 73
One is
degrees
clear.
for your low under mostly clear skies. Southwest winds at 5 miles per hour. And tomorrow
One
it's going to
weather,
be a
two
little
shot.
bit warmer than today.
Matt,
We
help
will
him.
top out at 100 degrees, folks. It's the first time we may hit 100 degrees so far this year. Partly cloudy, heat indices between 105 and 110, so please be very careful outside. And
Quickly,
taking a look at your 7-day forecast, 99 on Monday with a slight chance of a shower thunderstorm. Basically, all the work week in the afternoon hours and temperatures in the upper 90s. So a hot forecast ahead for you.
Stand by to the
Yeah,
bomb.
hopefully those kids won't have to
And
walk home
music.
from school.
Oh, yeah.
Pick them up this week. All right, thanks, James.
And Kira, music.
The Chiefs take the
Roll G.
field for the third time in the preseason, still
That's
looking
right.
for that first touchdown, and
They're up.
tempers
Stand by
flare at
PR.
Kauffman Stadium, where the Royals take out some frustration on the water cooler. Michelson next with sports.
Roll it and take it.
General Motors 2003 model.
cue him.
Good evening. The Royals managed to take 8 of the first 12 games they played against the Twins earlier in the season, limiting Minnesota to just 5 runs a game.
Video.
Hello, Bats. The Twins banged out 9 runs on 17 hits last night, had an even more explosive offensive performance this afternoon. Twins 3 back of the Royals to start the day while playing the first inning. A.J. Pierzynski bloop single to left field. Corey Koski's going to trot home standing up now as the throw comes in. Torrey Hunter lowers the shoulder, takes out Mike DeFelice. DeFelice hangs onto the ball. Home plate umpire Jerry Lane calls Hunter safe. Take another look. Really doesn't look like DeFelice ever touched him, but he did hang on to the ball. DeFelice
all
loses
these full screens are now back
Needless
to back.
to say, he's already been ejected. Then we got water coolers.
What you need. I don't know if he's taking off.
Oh, we're grown-ups here. Pretty much all Twins after that. Hunter doing more damage. Singles home Luis Rivas and Corey Koski
on the
in the 4th inning. Twins pull within 2 games of the Royals. 14-5 your final. Minnesota has now won 4 of the last 5 between the two, and for the season has outscored KC 91-69. Carlos Beltran, the lone offensive bright spot. He collects 3 hits. That includes 2 homers. He's got 20 this year. White Sox now a game and a half behind Kansas City. Chicago playing the Rangers later tonight. Baxter Springs American Legion team still unbeaten at the tournament up in Wisconsin. Baxter beats host team Viroqua today, 5-2. Daryl Dinger, the winning pitcher. Boys play again tonight at 7:30. We'll get you that score at 10. Finally tonight, congratulations to Oklahoma's Bill Terry as he's the winner at a drawing from Griffith Motors down in Neosho. Now, what a deal for Bill. He wins 2 passes to the Kansas Motor Speedway. He will have a chance, not a chance, he's going to do this, Lisa. 10 laps in a NASCAR stock car around the brand new, relatively new compared to everything else, Kansas Motor Speedway. So, Bill, please enjoy it. And I've always said if there's one thing I really wanted to do in life, I've done the baseball thing, the basketball thing, the football thing. I would love to drive a stock car at 160 miles an hour.
I don't know. Eventually. A little bit scary out there.
You do it with me. I'd take you with me.
All right. Thanks, Michael. Football players like to throw their weight around, and obviously some baseball players too, but they're no match for the next guy you're going to see. Find out who's America's strongest man next.
Roll it and take it. All right, you say the preview is dead. And Gewer.
When cars break down, some folks get out and try to push. Well, that's peanuts for Wade Gillingham. He's now America's strongest man, and at the Strongman Nationals, he wowed the crowd by pulling a 10-passenger airplane weighing 30,000 pounds. Gillingham pulled the 70-foot-long plane 20 feet to set a world record. He is a professional strongman who hails from Marshall, Minnesota, and he follows in his father's footsteps. His father, Gale, won 2 Super Bowls with the Green Bay Packers, and his brother, Brad, is a 5-time USA powerlifting champ. For fun, the Gillinghams say they get together, flip over cars, haul huge stones, and pull some railroad cars.
Nothing like good family fun.
Something you do all the time, right, Michael? Oh, yeah, pull those railroad cars.
And I go out in the back and you just
flip over the car.
Anything that says, no normal man can do that, and we team up and flip it over.
Yeah, change the oil while you're at it. Let's check in with James for a final look at weather.
Topping out at 100 degrees tomorrow, then 99 on Monday, and then upper 90s. Stay with us for the next 7 days.
Thank you.
Coming up at 10 in sports.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people watched the PGA Championship. Sean McKeel really played lights out for the first 15, 16 holes, really faltered down the stretch. Chad Campbell catches up to him. Going to show you highlights of that coming up at 10, as well as Cardinals trying to get back into first place in the NL Central.
All right, thanks for joining us for this abbreviated version of the KOAM News at 6. We'll see you at 10.
And music.
If you see news happening, call KOAM News on your U.S. cellular phone by dialing #7.
There you go. Send by VR. Roll it and take it.